The first dilemma is from Alexander. Okay, so I have a girlfriend and everything is going super well. There are problems, but we grow each other. The thing that scares me is marriage. I know I'm 17 and it won't happen soon, but to me, marriage feels like a trap. I don't see anything romantic about being that engaged. What does marriage mean? If you already know that your significant other is the person who you will spend the rest of your life with, why bother marrying? Use all that money and inherit their debts and stuff. The legal implications of marriage feel weird to me. And then he also followed that up with another dilemma. My problem is having kids. I know I want some. My girlfriend thinks she wants them at age 28 to 30, but I feel like having them more at like 35 plus. I want to live with a baby and not for a baby. I know I have to talk about this to her, and I will, but could you please give me some insight into that? Thank you. Okay, Alex, well, first of all, you're 17 years old. Okay, relax. Calm down. Calm down, bro. I don't think you understand just how much change you and your girlfriend will both undergo between now and I guess I can only speak to 21 years old. But those 4 years are going to be transformational. And I'm sure that the remainder of your 20s after that, and so on and so forth, are going to be transformational as well. Especially if you watch my channel, a self development channel. Okay, you have committed your life to growth. Now, it's great that you have a great relationship where you help each other elevate. Okay, that's very, very important in a relationship, and a lot of people overlook that. But at the same time, I think you're maybe a little too future oriented. Okay, you're a little bit too future oriented. You're thinking too far ahead. You're talking about 35 plus. You're not even halfway there yet. You're not even halfway to 35 years old yet, bro. You still have another 18 years, a whole nother lifetime relative to the life that you've lived up to this point to get there. Okay, you don't know how your life is going to change between now and then. Truth be told, you don't know if you're going to be alive by then. Now, knock on wood, hopefully you will be, but my point remains that you need to be present, man, especially at this age. I think you need to focus more on what you want out of life right now. Okay, not just in the context of your relationship, but in general. What do you want? And let her figure out what she wants. And if your goals align with each other's, then cool. Continue to move forward, but take it day by day, month by month if you have to. Don't think too much about getting married or having kids or anything like that, bro. You have plenty of time. Okay, you shouldn't feel any pressure to put a ring on her finger. Now, if you're looking for my personal opinion on marriage, I believe marriage can be a beautiful thing. Does it make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. Okay, commitment in general does not make sense. In fact, it goes against the grain of our biological nature. But guess what? Love wins. There's a lot of things that don't make sense in this life. It doesn't make sense for me to talk to this camera knowing that thousands of people are going to watch it and I'm going to get paid for it. But here I am. In the same way, it doesn't make sense to go out and get married. And yet, a lot of people do. Okay, I can personally attest that my parents have been married for, I don't even know how long, man, since the late 80s, early 90s. Do the math yourself. Okay, and they're still going strong right now. And they've had 2 kids. They got married at a young age. My dad was already married by the time he was my age. And they're in their 50s and they are doing just fine. So I'm not saying that you need to reconsider your beliefs on marriage. I'm just saying you need to slow down and focus on yourself right now. Okay, let the relationship be what it is. Continue to enjoy and embrace the relationship, but don't lead with fear. Lead with love. Okay, allow yourself to be committed to the present moment just as much as you're committed to that relationship. And from there, everything else will transpire in the most natural way possible. You have to have faith in that. The next dilemma is from Emmanuel. Hi, Jordan. I really want to play professional football/soccer, but no one seems to believe in me. And for the longest time, I thought everyone was against me playing and trying to go pro. I stopped caring about what people thought and tried to make the most of the time I have training, but I'm finding it difficult to balance training in high school. I don't know what to do. I know if I start failing school, my parents will restrict the amount of freedom I have to play soccer, and that's the last thing I want. I'm also struggling with nofap. I don't know why, but I usually fail to maintain a long streak. Okay, Emmanuel, well, first of all, because you have a sports-related problem, and especially a problem pertaining to soccer/football, I would recommend that you reach out to my friend, Bryce Wilson. Okay, I've talked about him a few times in the past. I've even collaborated with him. But this man knows what he's talking about. Okay, he knows what he is talking about. In fact, I'm pretty sure he's made videos that should help you with your specific problem. Okay, balancing school or just life in general and sports. Okay, you should reach out to him or check his content out and see what he has to offer. And that goes to anybody who's playing sports and maybe trying to take their game to the next level. Not just from a physical standpoint in terms of their skills, but in terms of their mental fortitude. Your mental is just as, if not more important than your physical skills. Okay, you have to take care of your mind, especially when you're in that type of situation. Now, like I said, I can't really help you with sports in particular, but what I can say is I do know what it feels like to not have people believe in you and your dreams. And the best thing that you can do in that situation is to just block out the noise. Okay, stop searching for validation. How do you know that people don't believe in you? The chances are you're having conversations about your dreams with the wrong people. Stop telling your big dreams to small-minded people. People have a tendency to act out of fear. Okay, they think that they're acting in your best interest by steering you back to reality, but what they don't understand is that the confines of their reality do not apply to you. They're placing their limiting belief systems on you, or at least trying to, and from what I can tell, it's not working very well because you still have that dream within you, which is good. You should never let anybody tell you that you cannot do what you see yourself doing in your mind. If you were not capable or worthy of achieving your dreams, the vision would not be there. Okay, you would not see it in your mind. You wouldn't be able to perceive it at all. Okay, the fact that you can see it in your mind means that it exists somewhere. Okay, the reality is already there waiting for you. You just have to align with it. But that starts with not letting other people knock you out of alignment. And a lot of times that comes from you searching for their validation subconsciously because you don't believe in yourself at a deep level. So you feel like you need them to support you. But you really don't. You only need to support yourself. And the people that truly, truly love you and want to see you succeed, they will come around when you do succeed. And the people that don't love you, the people that just want to manipulate you and control you, and the people that are intimidated by your potential and your greatness, that will show as well. They will show their true colors when you're successful because they still will not come around. They will still hate on you. And that's how you know who to keep in your life and who to cut out of your life. Now, as far as maintaining a nofap streak, I've made quite a few videos about that recently, so I'm not going to go too deep into that. But what I will say is this. Okay, you have a bigger goal in mind. You have your why. Okay, a lot of people don't have that, especially at the age of 16, but you do. Utilize that. Figure out how you can tell yourself when you have those urges, how you can communicate to yourself that your why is greater than the desire for instant gratification. For me, for example, when I get urges, I remind myself of my community, of the people that look up to me. Okay, I've put myself in this position and I owe it to myself and I owe it to my people to remain strong. Now, that's not to say that I'm perfect. I never claimed to be. Okay, I have messed up in the past plenty of times, but I keep moving forward. I keep moving forward because of my why. You have a why as well. Use it. The next dilemma is from Ridwan. I don't know if I said that right. If I said that wrong, I apologize. Hey Jordan, I don't really know much why I'm always alone, and currently I have no friends. I don't really know why. Maybe the way I speak to them. What's wrong with me, Mr. Jordan? Well, Ridwan, there's nothing wrong with you. Okay, there is nothing wrong with you, and there's nothing wrong with them either. It could just be that you're incompatible with them. Maybe you're putting yourself around the wrong people. You see, you have to understand that when life takes people away from you, it's for a reason. It's to make space for people that actually belong in your life. Okay, you have to learn to go with the flow. People come and people go. Now, you didn't really give me much information to work with there. Okay, I don't know the context behind the situation. But based on the fact that you're always alone, that's probably for a reason. Okay, you have to take that opportunity to focus on yourself and become your own best friend. And I know it's not easy. Okay, I'm focusing on doing that right now. It can be difficult. It gets lonely. But guess what? It's better to be alone than to be around people who make you feel lonely. To be around the wrong crowd. The crowd that doesn't resonate with you. To be around people, to have the presence of people, but to still feel misunderstood or underappreciated.